Hiya, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my everyday. I mean, I don't wear makeup every day at all. I used to back in school, which is absolutely ridiculous because I was so embarrassed about my skin. But I'm going to show you my everyday makeup look at the moment. I keep it in this little L bag that I got for Christmas from M&S from my mum. What I've done to prep my skin is I've popped on the Ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc and Simple Lightweight Moisturiser and a little bit of the Ordinary's lactic acid, but that will be shown in another video of my skincare. Now what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to whack my handy dandy headband on. So yeah, that is my base. Okay, the SuperDewy Skin Tint Moisturiser in Light Beige from Revolution. I just choked. Okay, I'm back again. Right. So I take one pump of this on the back of my hand and Real Techniques sculpting brush, and I don't really put it everywhere. I just put it in the areas that I really need a little bit of coverage. When I was on my placements, my nursing placements, I didn't wear any face makeup obviously because I had to wear masks all the time, but what I did do is my eyebrows and my mascara and a little pop of colour. So that's kind of why I'm going to label this video as my like everyday, because that is what I would wear on placement, just minus the face, but I'm doing the face today because I feel like it. It really hasn't got too much coverage. However, I was quite surprised for a tinted moisturiser, because you can really build it up. But yes, that is that. I'm happy with that. I just look a little bit more fresh. Just use the last little bit. So yeah, I'm really just focusing this on my cheeks and where I have some current breakout each. But this area here, there was a couple of spots there and I couldn't help myself and I picked and they spread. So I'm in the process of getting rid of them. I should know that by now that you shouldn't pick spots, but however, we all do it sometimes. There's no denying, and I for one am terrible at picking. Okay, next I'm going to use the Conceal and Hydrate in C3 from Revolution, and I am going to whack that on my spots. I am not really one to conceal under my eyes. I have never really done it, but what I am going to do is just one little touch on my eyelids just to create a nice little base, and I'm just going to dot that in with my fingers. As you can probably see, I got my eyebrows microbladed when I was about 18 and I haven't got them done since, but one of my really good friends, Beverly, has trained to do eyebrows and microblading. So as soon as Corona is over and she starts up a business, I will be straight there to get them done. Yeah, so how exciting that I actually have one of my best mates doing eyebrows now. Amazing. But yeah, I haven't seen any of her looks yet at all. Like, she's literally like just trained in Corona, but I trust her so much, and if you go on her Instagram and see her eyebrows, they're fleeky, so I will trust her to do them. But speaking of eyebrows, while I let this just setting, I'm sorry, got a really tickly nose. I am going to use my Anastasia. I think this is Anastasia. If it is, there's no writing on it anymore, but it's just a nice thin brush with a spoolie at the end with a nice long hair in it. I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows up. See, like you can see here, like this is the grey area, which is not my eyebrow, because I have super thin eyebrows, and the trend at the time was big bushy natural eyebrows, and I just didn't have that kind of brow, so I got microbladed. One thing I did that was really naughty is when I was travelling, I didn't put sun cream on them every day, and they faded real quick, real quick. So I learned my lesson the hard way, but it is what it is. Okay. And that's pretty much it. I do have really dark eyebrows, so I don't need too much going on, but I just like to make them a little bit fuller. And just give them more of a roundy shape at the top. And that is pretty much it for day-to-day look. And that is the Anastasia pomade in, I went for a lighter shade. I normally go for ebony, but this time I went for dark brown, just because I just wanted to try a lighter shade. But yeah, give them a little brush. I also got that for Christmas, the dark brown shade, and I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna grab my little M&S brush. It's a little mini one, and I just like to use the Anastasia dark brown powder duo, the lighter one. Just get a little bit enough, and I'm just going to look in this little mirror, and I just like to slightly darken up the front. I'm nowhere near a professional. I literally just fill my eyebrows how I like them, and they probably look blocky and wrong, but this is just how I do it, and I have done for years now. That would be fine, and then just a little brush through. That is it for the brows. I am going to whack on some Vaseline. This is the gold dust version. But any chapstick will do, or lip balm, chapstick. I thought that's really American. Just used to watching the YouTube videos. Whack a little bit of that on. And next I am going to grab my iconic London Illuminator. I've actually had this same bottle now for like 2 years. It is incredible, and I swear to God, it does not run out. It does not run out, so it is well worth it. I don't know if these ones have shades. I can't remember. I think this is just original. It just says original, and the rest is bit scratched off now, but it's just like a light pinky rose goldy vibe, not too bronzy because I have quite a light skin tone, and I can only wear like bronzery highlighter if I've got a tan, otherwise it does look a little too orangey. But this is the perfect shade for my skin tone. Just makes me glow. A little bit on my nose, a little bit on the cupid's bow, and the rest of just my cheekbones. But when we was travelling, I travelled with my two best friends, Millie and Beth. All of us three were obsessed with this. We used it when we was going out and we was going to the beach, just to give us that extra glow. Yeah, we all loved it. There we are. Just love the rest of my hands. Okay, my Shade and Light by Kat Von D. This has literally lasted me years. It is great, and I like to use the MAC one. It's either an 8 or a 6, 7. It's scratched off, but it's a stippling brush. And why I like to use this for my bronzer is because it doesn't like go on as harshly. It just blends in nicely. But yeah, I don't think anyone would say this is the correct brush to use your bronzer, but I like it. So just suck in. I don't know what happened, it just cut out. What? Yeah, so just suck in. Give it a little blend. So I'm just using this first shade with a tiny bit of the second shade. I do use the darker shade sometimes, but that's normally when I'm pretty tanned or I'm going out and I want to look bronzed. But it is quite dark for me for everyday look. But yes, that is that. I keep looking in that mirror, I'm sorry guys, it's annoying. But that is that. And then I will go in with any of the shades, any of the brownie shades, doesn't matter, and I just pop a little bit. I would go for the middle one and the dark one today. I'm literally just going to whack a little bit of that on my lid, just to tie it all in. So I'm not doing eyeshadow, but just to add a little stance. I don't know, it just makes me feel a little bit more complete. It's also nice that I don't need a whole separate palette. So, oh, this brush is a Marks and Spencer's travel size little brush that my mum also got me for Christmas. She's the M&S queen. She works there and she just is an M&S crazy queen. She doesn't wear makeup, so I do all the makeup trialing for her. But she loves me with M&S. Okay, next I'm going to use this MAC blusher, which I can't tell you what it is, the shade, because I've had it for so long and there's nothing on the back anymore and there's not even a lid. I think it's like Costa Chic or something. It could be. Yeah, just tap that in. Add it to the apples of my cheeks and my nose. I just like it. I mean, you might think this is a little bit too much, but I don't know. It's just how I like it. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of that on a random stippling brush. And yeah, I've waxed a little bit of this over the top of the brown just to tie it all in and give it a good blend. This is actually a concealer brush, but I much prefer it for just whacking on everyday eyeshadow. Whack on a little bit of powder, which is also not in my makeup bag for some reason. It's on the floor as well, so that's the Bourjois Healthy mix. And I'm just going to grab a Real Techniques fluffy brush and just lightly dust that over the top. Voila! Next, I am going to quickly curl my eyelashes. I always like to tilt it up just to get an extra lift. And first of all, I'm gonna put on, my cousin Abby showed me this a couple of years ago, and I have not been able to wear mascara without it anymore. It is the Paradise primer Ecstatic. So it is just a white eyelash primer. I literally just lightly brush this through, and just adds a little bit of length and thickness, which I love. I love that look. A little bit spidery. I don't know. It's just the look I've always gone for. Some people hate the spidery look, but I think it's a spidery look. I think that's how you describe it, but that's how I like it. A bit voluminous. Whilst I give that a second to dry, I'm just gonna go in with my Revolution Volume and Sculpt eyebrow gel, and I like to really wipe it because it's very liquidy. I don't need that much, and just brush through. The other day I tried, I bought a little soap brow kit. I've never actually tried it, so I was quite excited. I'm quite excited to play around with that. I might film a video as well. However, I'm not a professional. I've never done it before, so you're gonna have to bear with. I think it'll be fun. Next, I'm gonna go with my Telescopic L'Oreal Paris mascara, and this is where the magic happens. I very rarely put mascara on my bottom lashes because they are so long, and every time I do, it ends up on my eye. I've just never really done it. Oh, and then finally I'm going to put the Lash Sensational by Maybelline on the top as well. I love this brush. Love this mascara as well. Loved it for a long time. Again, this is one that's really affordable and I always seem to go back to. I stray sometimes and try a new mascara as well. This one is that bomb. So that is that. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX lip pencil in Natural, and I don't really like do anything crazy, just add a little something. And then finally I go in with ROSIE for Autograph. It's called a lip glossy. This is from Marks & Spencer's as well. It's just a chubby lip pencil, and I like the dewiness, the glossiness. And that is it. That is literally it. So guys, this is the final makeup look. I am not a professional, but it's just what I'm liking at the moment, what I'm going to, and I feel like I want to put together. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. I will pop the products that I use in the description down below, and I will see you next time, hopefully.